Here's 5 wild camping tips that I wish I knew before my first summit camp. Tip number 1 is you want to use these, and if your tent doesn't have one, buy some extra.
Now these are called guy ropes or guy lines. They help keep the tent nice and taut, which makes it more stable in higher winds and also helps with the waterproofness of the tent.
Tip number 2, you want to make sure you can rely on your tent no matter the weather.
Now I've camped in some crazy weather, snow, wind, rain, but I've never felt worried because I've always had a good quality tent to back me up. If you want to do some crazy camps, I recommend getting a 4-season tent. They can withstand a lot more than 3-season ones, but you should still be alright with a 3-season. You should just look at reviews before you head out.
Tip number 3, you've got to be prepared to not have the perfect pitch.
If you're camping up high, the chances are you're not going to find a nice flat pitch. It's going to be more rocky and more bumpy. This is why I'd recommend getting a freestanding tent. It's just a lot easier to pitch in this type of terrain, and you're going to be prepared to get a bit creative with how you pitch it, maybe using rocks and stuff instead of getting your pegs in.
Tip number 4 is make sure you always check the forecast.
Since you are up high, you're going to be more exposed to the elements, so you're going to want to check the forecast before you go out. The apps I use are Met Office and Mountain Forecast. They're really good for precise peaks, so you can see the weather and wind and rain for exactly where you're going. Obviously keep in mind that the forecast can change rapidly when you are in the mountains, so always bring everything you need so you're always prepared.
And tip number 5 is make sure you bring enough snacks and water.
Since you're going to be hiking a little while to get to your camping spot, you want to have enough food so you don't go hungry, and for water, there's not always a lot of water up on the mountain tops, so you want to get a water filter so you can filter from a river on the way up. And I usually bring my water filter in about 2 to 3 litres, and that's enough for me to cook my food and have enough to drink.
So with these tips and maybe a little bit of luck, you might get a camp like this. Thanks for watching.